I know it has like a delay, so you gotta wait like a couple of seconds.
Oh yeah, that's why it's
indeed. No. It waits and then it starts. I don't know if it started yet.
Yeah, it did because I just got the notification.
Did you really? Okay. What is up, guys? Zay Bandu coming at you from Queens, New York, as always. And I have had a little too much to drink because it's St. Patrick's Day. So this is it's, what do we got? It's 11:37 p.m. in New York Eastern time. So it is still St. Patrick's Day. So this is our St. Patrick's Day stream. We decided to do a stream. Why? Because I'm too lazy to fucking upload that shit to YouTube. I'll be honest. Yeah. And I'm streaming this on Twitch as well. So if you want to check out my Twitch, where I'm streaming Brutal Legend. Well, we streamed Fortnite yesterday.
Brutal Legend.
But Brutal Legend, right? So I decided to stream Brutal Legend a couple of days ago. You can go on that. Just find me, Abe Von Doom. Easy. If you ever want to find me on anything, it's Abe Von Doom. It's too complicated to come up with different names. Fuck that shit.
Von Doomenstein.
Bro, we're not sponsored. This shit's gonna get fucking taken down. Here we go. I know it's been about 2 weeks. Maybe 2 weeks since we did the pod. So welcome to the Power Level Podcast. As usual, I'm Abe Von Doom. This is Jay Nasty.
Jay Nasty Kid.
This is actually your child. You should be fucking introducing us, really. Not me, but
he just likes to, honestly.
I do like to. I'm not gonna lie.
Trust me.
I am a giant ham. I'm a huge hamon, and that is why I was the vocalist in our band when we were 15 and 16 years old,
all the way up to like 22.
Up to 22, and then you know what's funny is you remember. I know this is completely off topic, but I'm tipsy and I don't care.
We don't give a shit.
So
we make the rules.
You remember when we decided to start a band, right?
Yes, I didn't know.
I was in your apartment.
Yes.
I was in your apartment.
Yeah.
And we were watching Linkin Park video. We're watching the Linkin Park video. And we were so hyped. We were so into Linkin Park. I'm telling you, we're so into it. We were like, this is so good. And it's so fucking terrible. Oh my god, it's so awful. It's embarrassing.
He's actually he's being modest because we were more into Korn.
Yeah, Korn is my favorite shit. That was my shit back in the day. It was so good. I can't listen to it anymore.
Tell him the real story of what happened. DMX CD.
I think we told that story already, so I don't want to get into the same shit.
Oh, so bad.
So the reason I was in his band, I was the singer, right?
Yeah.
And so he was the guitarist. And so we were in his room, painted all black, mind you, except for the ceiling. And painted all black because we were just fucking dorks, and it was
metal.
So yeah, we were on your computer, and then we heard Linkin Park, and we thought it was so. Oh god, stop! We thought it was so good. And then, being the fucking idiotic, superficial fucking teenagers that we were, we watched the music video for Everything You Say to Me.
Oh my god!
Right? And what's funny is that they're considered super legends. They're fucking terrible. I'm sorry, the guy died, and I feel bad that he died, but his music was fucking horrible. I'm sorry, but the music is fucking terrible. And so we were, and then we saw it, and we were like, oh my god, what is this Backstreet Boy bullshit that we're listening to? And that was the end of Linkin Park for both of us. It was the end of Linkin Park for both of us.
Remember Macho still.
Oh, he lives and dies by Linkin Park in that Jay-Z mash album.
Yeah. I forgot about that mashup.
And honestly, the fucking the Asian guy's rap shit is better than Linkin Park shit. What the fuck is his name? Yoshi or some shit? I don't really fucking care. It's all fucking garbage to me. Anyway.
We played.
It's fucking terrible.
We played for years.
We played for years together. How many shows did we play? 3?
3 shows in 8 years.
But we played with Death Before Dishonor, which is still to me, it'll always be in my heart, bro. We played in Red Zone.
Yes, we did.
It was but we played at 5 p.m. and they played at 9 p.m. It was a whole fest thing at Red Zone on fucking Metropolitan Avenue and 80th Street.
Why don't you take a sip of that? Stop splashing it around.
Because I've already had it.
He's soaking me with his drink. But anyway.
And so yeah. I mean, Oh my god! Oh god, they're fucking terrible. You know,
listen. We played with our friends, man. Oh, and that was a great show.
Yeah, guys from Connecticut. That
was probably our best show, though.
That was the best show we ever played. But Lemore's was awesome. We played
Lemoore twice.
No,
yes,
did we?
Yes, we did. We played Lemoore by ourselves. Yes.
Did we play with Undermine?
No, we played with Pyro Man. You don't remember?
I remember that.
Wow.
Okay, so all right, we played a couple of shows. I don't give a shit.
We did 4 shows. We did two in Red Zone. We played 2 in Lemoore, and we played that one fucking Rockstar bar over there in Brooklyn. But
holy shit, we played with the Strap Hangers.
Strap Hangers, yeah.
Right. That was an interesting thing because Rockstar Bar, it was underneath the Williamsburg Bridge in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
And the owner, Rocky, right? Bro, the most stereotypical dude. I don't know if you remember what Rocky looked like.
No, not at all.
Old guy, maybe like in his 50s.
Mm-hmm.
In his 50s, just a mean mug, stereotypical like Looney Tunes, like mob gangster. Just a mean looking motherfucker, man.
Was he the one like always?
Yeah. But his fucking arms, bro. This is your type of guy. He looked like he did arms for the past 30 years and never did anything else.
8-hour
This guy's fucking arms, bro. He had Rich Piana arms. Like,
Rest in
he
peace.
was fucking ripped.
Rest in peace.
He had these fucking arms, bro. They were, dude, it was ridiculous.
I don't remember this guy.
Dude, it was crazy.
I don't remember.
I'm trying to remember. Like, I'm trying to think, like, who did he look like, man? He just looked like a stereotypical mob guy with like an Under Armour sleeveless shirt and had these fucking monstrous fucking arms. Yeah, with these monstrous fucking arms. I remember looking at him, I'm like, I'll never fuck with this guy. I was like 17 or whatever.
Nah, man, we were older. When we played that
maybe
place,
20 or something.
Yeah, no, that was like towards the end of our like musical career. Remember, we had the 2 bands going. We had Between Gods and Men, the one we had with Bryant.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah,
I remember Bryant being in the band, but I don't remember. I thought we were still Bird.
Then we had Bird the Burden, which everybody loved the name for some apparent
reason. But
and then what happened? There was like Between the Buried and Me came out, and they were using like those type of initials. Remember, we just used BTB.
I'm pretty sure maybe Between the Buried and Me was around before us, probably.
Man, fuck them. We were around that. All right, we were around. We were the originators of shit.
I don't give a shit. Those were fun as fuck times, though. We had a lot of fun. Dude, that show at Red Zone. I
remember everything.
I'll never forget it.
I remember everything breaking, ceiling fans breaking.
I remember that because Steve and all these guys in All Will End, which was a fucking local hardcore band,
metal band
from Waterbury, Connecticut.
Yeah,
Waterbury and Watertown. I forget what was whatever.
When
Waterbury and
Watertown
was 2
things.
And our good friend Steve,
yes.
We would stay in his house. God rest his mom's soul.
Yes,
the sweetest woman in the world.
Sweetest woman in the world.
And we played with them in Red Zone. And Red Zone was like the local shitty Queens, like.
But it was like everyone played there. Like so Billy Club Sandwich. Like
it was like listen, it was all right. So it was like our Castle Heights. I know this is not to do with games, but our first hardcore show, was in Castle Heights. So Castle Heights, Queens.
Yeah.
And so
was that Strength for a Reason? Was there?
That was Strength for a Reason. Diesel.
Yeah.
GFY. Lou just died.
GFY was there?
Yes.
I don't remember
GFY because that's the one and only time I ever saw GFY. It was both.
No, I saw GFY in Lemoore's in the back room. So I know that was mine.
But you were there. I've only been to Castle Heights that one time.
Yeah, me too.
So it was GFY because that's the only time that I've ever seen GFY.
Since we're gonna talk about shows we've been to, let me tell you guys a little story that Abe fucked up. Okay, I had a favorite band, Blood for Blood. Okay. And we were going to say, shut up,
really?
Shut your fucking mouth.
I'm still fucking mad about that,
No. I'm going to tell this story because it still
to this. It has to do with gaming.
It doesn't matter.
Power Level Podcast.
I don't give a shit. This is
bullshit.
This is all right.
This is bullshit.
We went all the way to CBGB's in Manhattan, right? So we get there. I fucking park. Like it was the winter time. I park on this fucking like mountain of snow. I'm talking about my car was like this. right? I didn't.
Yeah,
do
I remember
shit.
that. It took forever for you to fucking finish parking.
Yeah, because I was on a fucking dome. Like, look, it was like literally like this.
No, it was ridiculous. It was like around the block. Yeah.
And then we're like, yes, we got parking. So we jump off this
I don't
fucking
even
Mount
like talking
Everest.
about this because I get so
Yeah,
upset.
this Mount Everest of fucking snow. I'm gonna go see my favorite. But how much did I dick ride Blood for Blood?
Oh,
I'm
dude,
talking
you
about
and me
had
both.
all
man.
their
You and me both.
albums. Like
I still listen to them. I still listen
so
to them.
good. I used to get shit.
They're in my gym playlist. Revenge on Society is still on my gym playlist, bro. Oh, I'm telling you,
so
bro.
we get to CBGBs. I show my ID. I'm like, yes, I'm so fucking hype. I'm like cringy. I'm like the biggest fanboy bitch motherfucker. And then all of a sudden it comes time.
How did we find Blood for Blood? You know, I don't remember that. I don't remember how we found Blood for Blood. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't know how I found out about Blood for Blood. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. Anyways, go on.
So it goes time for Abe to go up to the bouncer with his fucking ID, right?
Dude.
So he goes in his back pocket. Right? All of a sudden realizes, looks up.
No, they needed a fucking ID. I didn't have a New York State ID. This fucking guy didn't want to fucking let me in. He was like, "You got an ID?" I was like, "Oh fuck."
He only realized in CB's that he did not have an ID.
No, but you needed an ID to get in. I had no idea, man.
He didn't.
Neither of us knew. But
the last time we went to CB's, it wasn't like that. But all of a sudden, this guy wants to check IDs, and then we go in there, and he's like, "Oh, I'm not letting you in."
Yeah.
And that was like one of the last shows that CB's had.
And because of that shit, I never got to see Blood for Blood.
Yep.
And
we didn't get to see Blood for Blood.
We'll never be able to see them because they're gone. Because the singer got accused of rape.
Really?
So yeah,
White
Buddha.
Oh, Buddha.
Gone. Buddha's gone. So original lineup of Blood for Blood is gone. Because Buddha got accused of trying to rape like a 15-year-old.
Wow.
And
Didn't he live in
gone.
Glendale?
No, they were from Boston.
Oh, but like, no, it was a guy. You guys were fucking with me. Like, saying there was a guy over there in Glendale by Five Strings house. And he said he looked like Buddha, and I found him.
Oh, probably. I don't
on the 23.
I
remember it was like the last stop of the 23. And you're like, yo, if you take it to the last stop. And I was going to Brian's house, and I saw the fucking guy.
I don't remember it at all.
I remember. Yo, I remember like, I was like, so is that really him?
So we will never see, more than likely, never see Blood for Blood.
Thanks to this guy.
No, but the thing is that the guy that didn't let me in is infamous for that. Everybody knows about that guy because he's a fucking asshole. And I don't know how true this is. I have no idea. But supposedly somebody we know trashed his car because he tried to pull the same type of shit, you know, whatever, for whatever reason. But the guy's an asshole. The guy's notorious for being a complete fucking ass. He's in some old hardcore band. If you've ever been to CBGB's, you know, back in the day, like 10, 15 years ago,
Rest in peace, CB's.
he was the guy. He was the guy at the desk that wouldn't let you in, and he was a fucking asshole. And I'll fucking stand by it, and I don't give a shit. Like, whatever, I don't fucking care. Like, fuck that guy. He didn't let me in. And that shit, now I'll never see Blood for Blood.
This day,
I'm tight.
Do you understand the defeated feeling?
All right. I have Sheer Terror on my fucking wall. That is my number one favorite hardcore band.
Since he was fucking like...
Since I was a kid.
18,
It's
17.
my first and only tattoo.
I'm not a fan.
My first and only tattoo.
Sorry.
Sheer Terror. I love that fucking band. I will always love that band. That is my number one hardcore band. It always will be. It always was.
I just can't get into them.
No, it's fine.
Tried. But I like Madball and stuff
Blood
like that.
for Blood is
Madball,
maybe
Blood.
number 2 for me. But the thing is that they follow in the vein of Sheer Terror.
Was
a lot.
Blood for Blood's the one who did the Ace of Spades, right?
Yeah, they did a better cover of Ace of Spades than Motorhead, in my opinion.
We actually covered it because of their cover.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Remember I learned it?
Oh, man. You remember we used to do you remember we did going to the bar
going
down the bar.
Yeah.
We covered that. We covered that.
Yo, I swear
I don't know if we ever did it live, but I know we did it in rehearsal.
We did a rehearsal a lot.
Yeah, we did. I love that fucking
We used
song.
to do that. Remember
That was on
the intro of one of the Casey String songs.
No. Hold on. That song going down. So if you really like this is totally a St. Patrick's Day song. Going down the bar.
Yeah.
Blood for Blood. It's on Wasted Youth Brew.
Wasted Youth Brew.
It's the CD.
Best album.
Wasted Youth Brew, and it's like B-sides on like random I guess CDs that they used to do that were
no, it was just like that extra track at the end.
It was like extra
CD.
tracks.
You have to go to 13.
They had
or 14
redone
minutes.
tracks Soulless and some other shit. And then the second half of the CD was a show that they played, I think, in Boston, and it was live. So Wasted Youth Brew. Fucking.
And I think it was a red album. It had the beer can on it with the crossbow, right?
Yeah.
I had that. I probably
so
still have it somewhere.
If you can find it, buy it. That's a great album.
Listen,
probably my favorite. All right. What is your favorite album by Blood for Blood?
I loved Wasted Youth Brew, but it was hard.
Well, Wasted Youth Brew isn't an album.
No, no.
It's hard for me because Revenge on Society. Revenge on Society is fucking great. It's when they were super heavy.
Yeah.
And they oh my god, bro, they had fucking and
so
Revenge on Society. Then you had Revenge on Society. You had a Twisted in the Brain. You had how could I fucking forget?
Because we've been drinking a little bit. Don't do that. You're gonna distort the mic.
Oh my god, how can I fucking forget? This is it. I can't take it.
Totally not game related. Sorry, guys.
Oh,
we're just going through the nostalgia.
Anyways, Blood for Blood, Revenge on Society,
best album.
It's super shitty quality, but if you're into hardcore, you're gonna be into it. It doesn't fucking matter.
Very fast, very heavy.
Living in Exile, man.
Living in Exile. Oh my god.
I don't know. I can't pick between Revenge on Society and Living in Exile. I might like Living in Exile a little more,
hands down,
because of the rock and roll, hardcore aspect of it.
So good.
Living in Exile, the title track.
I want to listen to that right now.
1, 2, 3. It's so good. It's so good.
I'm gonna have to download. Sorry, I'm downloading some right now.
Oh, it's so good. Oh god, that goddamn record. Living in Exile, so good. This has nothing to do with gaming, and we're just fucking going. I don't give a shit. I'm tipsy. I'm tipsy.
This is just like a nostalgia.
This is totally a nostalgia trip.
Like I'm literally like doing it right now.
Oh, dude. Oh man,
I haven't had that on my gym playlist.
Oh, bro, it's on my shit. It's on my shit.
No, you know what? Listen, the other day I was telling.
I got Revenge on Society.
I put E-Town Concrete.
I don't give a shit. Look, I don't give a shit. E-Town Concrete is fucking awesome. I don't give a shit what Billy says. I don't give a shit what Billy says because Billy hates them. I don't give a shit. E-Town Concrete from Elizabethtown, New Jersey. It's fucking awesome. They're so bad, they're good.
So good.
Oh, they're fucking
I don't give a Dirty Jersey. You got fucking Soldier.
All right, you go on, because I got to take a whiz. I'll be back.
All right.
I got to fucking
I'm gonna try to pick up the pieces.
You keep them fucking entertained. Keep them fucking entertained.
All right, I'm going to try to pick up the pieces here. Well, when we were younger, we used to go to a lot of shows, and I remember, I think Abe is the one, or this chick from my high school actually used to make fun of me because I used to love E-Town. And then she went to some fucking shitty, I want to say Static X concert, and E-Town was playing there in Roseland Ballroom or some shit. And she, back then, because I'm an old fucking bastard, they had the disposable cameras, and she was taking pictures and shit, and then she got it developed, and she was just like, "Oh, look, your favorite band, E-Town, they suck," and and it was just I don't know. It's just I was still because I'm pretty sure Abe introduced me to them. I was still heavily into hip hop, Big Pun. I don't know. I was young too. I was listening to a lot of DMX and shit like that, and Busta Rhymes and just dumb shit like that. And, well, not dumb shit, but I still listen to that shit. But shit like that. And then when Abe introduced me to anything with instruments, I was like, why not? So it progressed from the whole new metal to like old school hardcore, the fast punky hardcore, to like the heavier shit, which I mean Abe just never stopped getting into. I mean, you know, obviously I listen to everything. If you see my fucking playlist, it's ridiculous. But the E-Town thing, like I recently put them on my gym playlist.
I'm back. Here we go.
Outlaw anthems. Yeah.
Oh
yes.
Oh, so good. Yeah. Oh, this has nothing to do with games. Everyone's gonna be so
going
tight.
on this whole tangent. How it went from remember we went from new metal. We went from new metal to old school hardcore first.
So bad. Okay.
Old school hardcore first, like the whole punky fast hardcore.
Warzone, Cro-Mags.
Yes, Agnostic Front.
Yeah.
To fucking no.
You've already had too much to drink, I think.
Alright, so he filled this shit up, and like it was like literally like that much scotch and then that much soda. And I just refilled it with soda. I'm sweating already. But Outlaw Anthem so good,
bro.
I think that was the last album I bought of them.
What?
Outlaw Anthem.
Did you listen to Serenity?
I don't know.
Serenity, I think may have been after.
Spin My Last Breath.
That was on Wasted Youth Brew 2. Outlaw Anthems was good. Mother Dear, look at your darling young one. Oh God, bro, I'm telling you, I love hardcore. I don't give a shit. I love hardcore. I tell you, Living in Exile.
Yes, so good.
It's still on my fucking gym playlist. It always will be.
Oh, this does have the Motorhead cover.
Yeah, that's it.
No, but it used to be on the CD, and on the CD it used to be a secret track. On the CD it was a secret track.
On the Living in Exile, it's a secret track.
Yeah, but because like on like Apple right now, like they have like
they have it as a track. No, because you would listen to Living in Exile, there would be the last track,
still fucked up,
and then you hear White Trash Rob talking to his boy.
Yes.
Like, yeah, you know.
Yo, I had this album. That's terrible.
And the acting was so bad.
It was like the fucking Adam Sandler skit, right?
Yeah.
That's what we always said.
You know, guys like us, you and me, we're born to lose. We're born to lose with the fucking Boston accent.
I love it. Listen, we hate everything Boston, but that band was the shit.
But he's like, that's terrible. You and me, hey Gargoyle, can I get another round? It's so good. It's so, oh my God. Blood for Blood.
Yo, this is turning into more of Mutant Metal Maniacs.
It totally is. Sorry. So everybody's gonna hate us. No one's gonna watch. Nobody's gonna watch.
No, they're gonna watch. They're gonna watch. Listen, two fools drinking.
All the metalheads are gonna fucking be like hardcore. That shit is for fags.
Why?
And then fucking all the fucking hardcore guys are gonna be, whatever.
Yeah, all the hardcore guys are like, yo, that fucking band was this shit.
No, hardcore guys are gonna be like, this is fucking awesome, but I'm gonna go like fix a car because I'm a mechanic. And then fucking, yeah. I mean, I don't know. And then all the gamers are going to be like, I can't relate to this because...
I can't relate, so I'm just going to get this off.
I just fuck these guys. Fuck them.
Yeah. You had too much to do.
Indeed.com.
I'm never going to not say
fuck
it.
yourself with that fucking shit.
Listen, if y'all could get it, look, see, this is the album cover.
Living in Exile.
This was my favorite.
So good.
This was my favorite.
If you listen, so if you like really fast rock and roll,
so good.
And punk rock, because like, fuck, man, it's like hardcore. It's hardcore, but it's rock and roll. Yeah. It's so good. There's no way to describe it. It's gonna, you know, it's fuck me, man. Jesus Christ.
Listen,
but it's real good.
We're not excessively drinking on camera, by the way, so it doesn't technically.
No. This is iced tea. This is iced tea. It's only.
I know how Twitch.
Show.
I know how Twitch be.
It's for sure.
Right? I know how Twitch is.
It's alright because if we had bikinis on, they'd be fine with it.
That's true. I mean, I can.
I'm just saying, bro.
I can.
Anyway, this is totally fucking derailed. How long are we into this shit? We're 23. Yeah. We're 24 minutes in.
Sorry.
We haven't talked about one fucking game.
Okay, I'm going to steer us back. Steer us back.
Okay.
All right, guys. Welcome to Power Level Podcast. 20 minutes later.
24 minutes later.
All right. Our last podcast, we left off talking about JRPGs.
Blood for Blood JRPGs.
Blood for... I'm trying to steer us back. Help me help you.
Listen, bro. I gotta fight against the system.
Wasted. I'm going to download their discography.
Fuck you, and fuck society too. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, Revenge on Society. So hold on, real quick. I used to have a Blood for Blood hoodie, and it used to say
the black one.
Yes, yeah, the black. It just said Blood. No, I don't have it anymore. I don't know where it went. I think it was Billy's. He may have lent it to me a long time ago, and then I
Blood for Blood. No, we bought that in.
So it said Blood for Blood.
We bought that in the Generation Records, bro.
So Blood for Blood, and then on the back it had a photo of like John Wayne Gacy or something, and then it said Blood for Blood Enemy. And I was walking like a block away from my house, and some fucking idiot was like, "Oh hey, bro, you sangre?" asking me if I was blood, and then I was like, fuck off."
That actually happened to me as well.
Eat a dick. Really?
Yeah. When I was going to visit my ex-girlfriend in East New York, that's when this is when I was into nu metal, and I was
so good. So good.
What the
Where's that music?
What you tell me, motherfucker? Oh, you left.
Oh, God damn
you, Urkel!
What the fuck, bro?
What the fuck? Oh, what are you drinking?
Listen. If you got time, listen to Carlos Batosai on Twitch. It's Carlos, like a Hispanic guy.
Like not at the table, Carlos.
And it's spelled Battousai, and he streams on Twitch. And he's a weeb like us, and like me, and check him out. No, you're not a weeb. You're a fucking jock. Fuck out of here.
I am.
And so
anyway, I was in the East New York.
Wait, hold on. Before we get into that, am I a jock? Because all I watch is like UFC and
because even before you used to like boxing. Listen, even though
boxing,
boxing,
MMA, kickboxing, MMA, sambo, sumo.
That's recent,
dude.
That's recent.
No, that's recent. It is. Sumo's legit. Watch sumo. I'm telling you. Watch sumo. I'm not even fucking around. Sumo is legit. If you watch sumo, right now is the March Basho. I'm telling you. Oh my God. If you're into judo, sumo will be your shit. If you get past like the weird like diaper stuff that they're wearing and like the crazy hair, it's such a legit martial art. They're like legit. It's so serious. There's a guy. His name is Tochinoshin. He's like a Georgian sumo guy. He's such a savage. Watch sumo. For real. It's legit. The only reason I started watching it is because my sambo instructor told me, don't sleep on sumo because sumo is legit. They have legit throws. It's like wrestling. Don't pay attention to the funny diapers and the weird hair. Just ignore that and look at like what they're doing. And it's if you enjoy like American wrestling, like Greco-Roman or freestyle, watch sumo. The matches are like 15 seconds at most. Just go on. There's a YouTube channel called Jason's All Sumo Channel, I think, or something like that. And dude, oh my God, it's so much fun to watch. Dude, I never had more respect for E Honda than when I started watching sumo and saw those guys go head to head. Some dudes are like 380 pounds of fucking muscle and strength and pure power. So good. Anyways, go on. Anyway, but so does that mean you're a jock?
Yes. You've been a jock, more jockey than weeb than for years.
Fuck me, man.
Ever since you went to sambo, because then when we got into fitness, hard body.
Yeah. Well, did I? Oh man, I'm trying. Did I get into fitness? I don't remember if I got into fitness
after sambo.
No. I got into sambo after fitness because I lost all the weight first. Yes.
Not when you were at 5-star.
Yes.
Not when you were at 5-star. No.
What the hell's 5-star?
No, isn't it 5-star over in Manhattan? It was the sambo, or was that
I've only ever been
Muay Thai? That was Muay Thai.
That was 5 points?
Yeah, 5 points. What, a 5-star, 5 points, whatever.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
No, that was before, actually.
I know.
I
know.
No, I don't count. I was only.
You
there
still
for a
were
while.
into martial arts like that.
Oh, I was into martial arts.
And we were
You're
into...
right,
Yo, we used to... Every Friday and Saturday, he was over at my house watching HBO Boxing, Showtime Boxing.
Oh, I was about... Boxing is my first love. In terms of like any type of sport, I hate all.
We
sports.
were watching fucking Fernando Vargas.
I'm not a big fan of team sports.
That's this guy right here.
The only team sport that I really like to watch is baseball. That's the only team sport I can really watch.
So slow. Listen.
No. It is boring as fuck. I totally understand. But when you go to the stadium and you hang out with your friends,
I've been to Shea Stadium,
drink,
City Field,
it's nice
Old
to
Yankee
watch.
Stadium, New Yankee Stadium. I still can't stand.
Who gives a shit about the Yankees?
It's more like a museum.
Be gone with the Yankees.
No, the City Field is nice. City Field is nice.
City Field, from what I hear,
Listen,
is
if
a
you
better
guys want to
stadium
sponsor
than
us now.
Baseball,
this is slow.
team sports. I'm trying to think of team sport. Do I like? Nah,
Like,
not really.
like,
I mean, I can watch soccer like once in a while. I can watch hockey. Like,
Soccer's not slow. It's just like
the thing is that listen,
like it's not technical. Like I was like crazy.
It's not
technical
that
for
it's
me. Like
no,
I like
it's not
that.
that it's not technical. It's
It
that
is. I can't do that shit that they do.
The thing with soccer is that the scoring is super low, and it always is because it's all about the defense.
Yeah.
It really is. It's always all about defense, and I think Americans are not into that. I think Americans want high scoring sports they want 103 to 98, and that like basketball.
He doesn't watch football. Football's not like that.
What are you talking about?
There's football, like, you could have
Football,
a 21-19, 21-15.
21-15. Now compare that to 1-0.
No, I'm just
For
saying,
an
because you're
hour
like,
and a half.
130 to 150. You're talking about fucking, because you know why? You know why? I'm going to tell you something. I do like team sports. I love basketball.
Listen.
I love football.
All right, look.
Basketball
All right,
became
when you're talking about
bitch sport.
All right, hold on.
No.
When you're talking about 21 to 10,
1990s basketball.
when you're talking about 21 to 10, right?
That's football, like a football score.
You're talking about 21 to 10,
yeah,
as compared to soccer, football.
Shut the fuck up. I hate
I'm just listen. You gotta remember. We're the only country on the planet that calls it soccer. So
where do we live?
Bro, it doesn't fucking matter.
I'm not gonna go to football.
Yeah, well, people get tight about it, bro.
Why? Well, you're not from where I am. I'm not from where you are.
Yeah, look.
Let's respect each other's differences.
Look, this is what I'm saying. 21 to 10 is not 2 to 1.
I'm just
the same thing with hockey. 21 to 10 is not 2 to 1. It doesn't.
Listen, I can't get into hockey. I can't get into hockey. That's just me.
I mean,
it's just I respect the fuck out of those guys. These guys,
me too.
They scrap,
dude. But it's not even that. Like to have the balance. To be able to go that fucking speed on ice skates,
the grace,
dude, that's fucking hard, man. Because I can't rollerblade.
No, I respect the fuck.
I can't even rollerblade.
No.
Imagine
rollerblade.
Ice? No, hell no. I'll break my fucking ankles. I can't rollerblade. Hell no. Give me ice skate. Give me fucking roller skates, bro. I'm like a fucking 1950s fucking like diner person that I'm gonna like order your food. Like I can't skate. I don't have the balance.
You learn something new about a person every day. I did not know.
Nah, bro, come on, man.
I know you can't rollerblade.
No, absolutely not.
I could have swore I saw you rollerblade.
Dude, when I was a kid, I was utterly against every sport. I thought it was for fucking garbage human beings.
Oh my god.
Like so, anything athletic was garbage to me because I was a gamer.
Jesus Christ.
I was a gamer, and so everyone.
I was a gamer too, but I did things.
But so everyone who did sports was a garbage human being to me. That was always my position. I was like, if you do sports, you're a garbage human being. You're fucking crap. You're not a good person if you do sports. You're crap.
You hear this guy?
Coming
from the guy who loves everything, everything violent now. This guy.
I only love combat sports because I don't like team sports.
You're saying football's not a combat sport? Have you ever watched a football game?
I can understand why people consider it a combat sport. I would say it's a contact sport, not combat.
These motherfuckers in the trenches, bro.
I would say. This is the thing. The way I see it is that all sports.
I don't know. Combat has to do with technique, and there's technique.
No. Combat. No. When I say combat, I'm talking about elbowing a guy in the head, punching a guy in the head, kicking a guy in the head.
All right,
combat.
Got it.
You understand what I'm saying?
Got it.
I understand when people talk about football. This is the thing. When it comes to sports in general, the history of sports is the whole point of sports in general in human civilization was to prepare you for war. And so when you look at American football, for example, that is on the battlefield of war. That is a sport that prepares you for war. There's no way to avoid that. There is absolutely no way to avoid that. So when you say
see it more being like a this is my personal take on it. Yeah. I see it more being like a chess match. Like, all right, you got like in chess.
Same thing.
It's like you got
same thing. You're literally saying the same thing. The thing is that it is the thing. This is no. But I'm serious. This is the thing. It's like, when you look at history, when you talk about like games in general,
okay,
games were used to prepare you for strategy in the event that there was war. So with American football, it is totally that. It's totally that. And sort of similar for like rugby, because American football came out of rugby.
Yeah, it's the same.
Right? It's the same, very similar. Super similar. I think rugby is less technical than American football. Rugby is like I like to watch. I can watch rugby. Rugby is like super fast. They do the scrum and then they fucking drop a ball and then they It's like super. It's faster than American. American football is very slow. That's why a lot of people think it's boring.
What? Says the guy who likes baseball. Baseball's boring as shit.
No. I'm talking about like in general. I'm talking about people that don't like.
Pitcher
to watch
goes
football.
to the mound.
Yeah, but the thing with
2-2 count.
No, but the thing with baseball is that
ball.
No. But the thing you're talking about like all of that stuff, like in terms of like the stuff that's going on. But there's a lot of mental stuff that's going on in terms of like the guys in the outfield, the guys on the bases. It's a mental game more than it is a physical game, because American football is a physical game. It's both at the same time, because you have to strategize. It's like it really is like a battlefield. So that's why like when people call football like a combat sport, I don't have a problem with that. It's a combat sport. It's a combat sport. It's a combat sport without punches, without kicks. That's really what it is. It really like all sports in terms of human society were always to give you an advantage in war. Mm-hmm. And American football, you're going to tell me that's not like war? I like it really is. It's like the same thing. The strategy.
One team against another.
War. Yeah, man.
Got everybody in the trenches, which that's pretty much what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got like the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. It's just really boring to me. I can't watch it. It's just so boring. I can't.
I'm gonna get him into
There's no way. There's too many pauses.
No way Billy could be in.
There's too many fucking pauses. The guys fucking run into each other.
You're talking about baseball!
And then I gotta watch fucking 5 minutes of guys just walking around doing nothing.
No.
I can't do it. 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 I can't do it.
No.
I can't do it.
No.
It's boring.
No.
Listen, I'm not a huge baseball guy.
Doesn't matter. You like baseball.
But I I understand like the cerebral part about it.
Cerebral part about it. You talk about, look at this bald ass motherfucker.
Yeah, you're like a mad ball with no hair.
Mad ball.
Like the thing is like I can totally respect. It's like I've told you a million times. Football players are probably top 3 best athletes on the planet. There's no way to deny that.
You know what's funny?
No
you want to believe this or not? They say basketball players are. For the simple fact that they have to, because football players don't really jump. And you know how like jumping uses like your core
vertical
more?
jumps, bro.
Doesn't matter. What are you talking about? When dunking is not just vertical, you have to go vertical and
but
horizontal.
Like when I look, this is why, because when I look at a sport, I'm talking about in terms of power and speed.
I don't know.
Basketball. Look,
LeBron James is a big nigga.
This is what I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna be fucking straight up honest. Basketball is like the least glorious sport on the planet.
Why you say that?
Least glorious sport on the planet. I just don't give a fuck about it. It is
God.
the least glorious sport on the planet.
He's killing me.
No power. I don't really give a fuck. I don't care. If there isn't power and speed, then I really could care less about it. They're great athletes. They're great athletes, but compared to an Olympic wrestler and compared to a football
Olympic
player,
wrestler, what? The fucking trained for like 4 years.
Wait, what do you mean?
They train hard for like 4 years. Like these guys got to train in the off season, go back to next season to compete.
What are you talking about? What do you mean? Well, you do realize that there's international championships.
Nah, it doesn't. If it doesn't happen here, it doesn't exist to me.
If it doesn't have what?
If it doesn't happen here, it doesn't exist to me.
You do realize that they have to train for international, championships, right?
Nope.
So
when?
Every year.
Give me an example.
What do you mean?
I want an example.
International
Pull it up.
Wrestling
Pull it
championships?
Pull it up. Right now.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
Pull it up right now. No, I don't believe you.
There's literally...
Pull it up right now. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm telling you, I'll show you. No, there's not, because the thing is that when people think about wrestling, they're only thinking about the Olympics. When you're talking about like there's international,
you know that like basketball was in the Olympics as well, right?
Yeah, but I don't think it's as glorious as wrestling or football. I respect American football and wrestling more than I respect basketball. Basketball is like a bullshit sport to me. I've always thought that basketball is garbage. I know people might flame me for it, but I don't really care. Like I think it's like I don't give a shit. You're throwing a ball into a basket. I don't fucking care.
Can you do it?
I don't care.
Can you do it?
It doesn't require power.
It's precision.
I don't give a shit.
You're talking about
I'm talking about the greatest athletes on the planet. A football player and a wrestler is a way greater athlete than a basketball player. I'm sorry. In terms of their power production, like speed, power, I'm talking about every facet of athleticism.
I guarantee you, there's 90% of the NBA can be like a wide receiver on an NFL team.
Nope. No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
I believe it.
Too tall, too lanky. Not there. No.
What are you talking about? All you gotta do is bulk up.
No.
Okay.
No. It's not about bulk. It's not about bulk. It's about power and speed and how much you can generate in a short amount of time. Basketball players, I'm throwing a ball into a basket. I don't really care. I don't care.
I know you don't care.
It's not really.
The audience knows you don't care.
The thing is that I don't find it as impressive as a guy that can run 100 yards in like 15 seconds or whatever it is.
40-yard dash or something. Shit.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't really care. Like they're amazing athletes. I'm not saying that they're not good athletes. They're amazing athletes because I can't do it. Yeah. I'm 5 feet tall. Like, I can't fucking
4'11".
I can't dunk.
He's 4'11".
I can't dunk.
4'11".
Right?
It's like Bruno Mars.
But, like a guy like Brock Lesnar, you're gonna tell me
first of
that,
all,
like LeBron James
everybody,
is equal to Brock Lesnar?
Our Lord and Savior.
I'm sorry, but no.
Our Lord and Savior Terry Crews used to play football. Okay.
I'm sorry, but no. You're gonna tell me that LeBron James is a better athlete than Kurt Angle? No. Absolutely not.
It's completely two different fucking areas of sports.
Yeah, you can say that, but the thing is like, in terms of like,
you think Kurt Angle could run as fast as in his prime, could run as fast as LeBron James and do a 40-yard dash?
No, but Jay Cutler probably could. LeBron James can throw a ball into a basket. I don't care about that.
It's not just. Okay,
It may not be. Listen, it may not be the same thing, but for me,
move on.
For me, in terms of precision and throwing like a 3-pointer. Yeah, it takes precision. Yeah, whatever.
He's killing me.
But the thing is that like
this is a normal.
But the thing is that like for me, power is important in terms of athleticism.
Yeah, power is important for your entertainment.
No, the thing is that the thing. Look, this is the thing, is that a basketball player like has amazing athleticism. They can run back and forth on a basketball.
Let me try to reel this back into like a video game aspect, right?
Okay,
let me try to reel this in. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. You're giving an RPG, right? You're giving like we were supposed to talk about archetypes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're giving a speed character, but that does less damage. But can do quicker amounts of the less damage in a quicker amount of time. Or you're giving a fucking powerhouse character with like a sledgehammer or a hammer rather, right? And can do massive damage but in less time than the faster character. Which one would you pick?
Power character.
You see? I rest my case. That just means that's your preference. That's what I'm trying to get at.
But I think an athlete with more power is more athletic than a guy.
No way.
Yes.
Every athlete in their respective fields have tests they have to go through. They have rigorous exercises.
Yeah, but a basketball player cannot generate the same amount of power
that they need
a wrestler or a football player.
But they do it in their respective fields.
Yeah, but I don't think that they're a complete athlete then.
How?
Because when you're talking about in terms of athleticism,
so you're telling me a wrestler
speed, power, and precision.
Okay, you're telling me you just
speed, power, and precision.
Okay. You're telling me a wrestler could probably run as fast as a wide receiver in the NFL during a combine.
Very close. I would say very close. I would say 85 to 90% of what they can do.
But he still wouldn't. He would still be bested by the NFL wide receiver.
But that's because he's.
I'm just saying they're good in their respective fields. Like, all right, let's just say in a 40-yard dash, like a 4.30 would be great.
Do you really think a basketball player is as good as an athlete as an American football player?
No.
Yes, there you go. You just proved exactly what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying, listen,
the basketball player is an amazing athlete.
In their respective athlete. That's what I'm saying. In their respective
I'm saying in general, they are an amazing athlete. You have to be an amazing athlete to be a basketball player. But I don't think that you are as amazing of an athlete as in a football player or a wrestler.
I get it. That's what I'm saying. But in there, but that's the thing, because that's why they're in their respective fields.
But basketball's not a glorious sport. I'm sorry, but it's not. It's whack.
How?
You're throwing a ball in a basket. I don't care.
Let me tell you something.
I'm sorry, but it's like, all right, we're running back and forth and we're throwing a ball into a basket. All right, American football, I'm fucking jacking this fucking ball.
No,
60 fucking yards.
He doesn't understand.
And this fucking guy's catching this fucking ball.
He's never seen a fucking Knicks game that they're fucking down by 2. And then the fucking clock's running out.
It's not as
and then they fucking
I'm sorry, but it's not as impressive.
Yes,
it's not as impressive. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. Like, unless you're talking about a guy Hail Marying from one side of the court
First
to the
of all,
next.
ain't nobody Hail Marying.
Yeah, I've seen it. Guys Hail Marying from the one side of the court
I'm
into
talking
the
about not underhand like this.
I've seen it.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe I'm full of shit, but I remember seeing a basketball player chuck a fucking ball.
I'm not talking about I'm talking about football. I thought you were talking about Hail. When you say Hail Mary, it's football.
No. I'm talking about a basketball player they're fucking 101 to like 99, and this motherfucker chucks the fucking ball from the fucking one side of the court to the next, and they get that shit right. That's beautiful. That is fucking beautiful. But the thing is like, it's not as impressive as like, I don't know, Peyton Manning throwing like 70 fucking yards
First
to
of all,
this
Peyton
guy.
Manning won't do that. Aaron Rodgers.
I don't give a shit. Whatever.
Well, I
You know
got you.
what
I got you. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like a fucking quarterback throwing like fucking 80 yards to this dude. He fucking catches it and he fucking runs like a monster for fucking 20 yards.
Me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think it's as impressive. Basketball is boring as fuck.
No. Absolutely.
American football is about 150,000 times more impressive than basketball. I'm sorry. But, like, if you're 9'37", I don't give a shit about you doing this into a basket. That's the fucking most wackest shit.
Tall.
That is the most wackest shit I've ever seen. It is the most not glorious sport on the earth. I'm sorry.
Just
it
do
is
me
the
a
most
favor.
not
Abe,
glorious sport.
Abe,
it is not glorious.
Abe.
Basketball.
Go back and watch good 90s basketball. Just do me that favor, and then we can have listen this conversation. When dudes were dudes.
This is a ridiculous argument because I'm not saying that basketball guys are not incredible athletes.
No,
they are obviously incredible athletes, but I do not think that they are as impressive as football or wrestling, Greco-Roman or freestyle. I just don't. It's not as impressive. You throwing a stupid fucking orange ball into a basket is not as impressive as one guy throwing a fucking ball like 70 yards. It's just not as impressive. I don't care. Like, if you're 7'2" and you jump 4 inches to fucking dunk the ball, I really don't care. It's whack as fuck. It's not glorious. It's not glorious.
It's glorious.
You know why I don't think it's glorious? Because there's no power involved. There's no power in that. There's no power.
So you don't generate power to jump in the air?
If you
don't generate power to go jump in the air, can you jump? Let me ask you a question. Is it as much power as a guy that jumps 6 feet for his
vertical fucking jump?
I want to ask this question. Let me get this question out. Fuck you. Okay. Can you, being 4'11", jump from the free throw line to the basket to the hoop? No.
Yeah, but you're comparing NBA guys to a regular human being.
I mean,
like,
how tall is Nate Robinson? Nate Robinson won the dunk contest. And he's like,
are you gonna compare me to Muggsy Bogues?
Yeah.
No.
He dunked.
Those people are Those people are made of they have different genetics than the regular person. You cannot compare them to a regular person. But I think a basketball player is not as athletic as an American wrestler or an American football player.
And let's move on from this because this is a heated debate.
No, it totally is. It totally is.
Okay. This is the last thing I'm going to say.
I just don't really give a shit. Basketball is not glorious.
Shut the fuck up.
It's not glorious.
It's glorious.
Not glorious.
It's glorious.
It's not glorious.
It's glorious.
If you tell me an NBA guy who won the fucking national championship is as glorious as an American fucking freestyle wrestler who fucking represented America in the fucking Olympics.
And you know what?
And
let me ask you a question. If we have any just regular listeners or regular people that actually tune into this shit, please let me comment how many
who is more athletic?
How many fucking bullshit fucking wrestlers do you fucking know that wrestled in the Olympics? Then you know basketball players. Shut the fuck up.
Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about how many players? I am talking about a fucking metric in terms of an athleticism. You're gonna tell me that a basketball player is more athletic than a heavyweight Olympic wrestler?
It's two different fields.
You're telling me a LeBron James is more athletic than fucking... Oh my God, how can I fucking forget?
Look, he don't even know. He don't even know.
An Ohio State #1 wrestler? An Ohio State Kevin Randleman? You're going to tell me that LeBron James is more athletic than Kevin Randleman and Brock Lesnar?
Is ESPN, if you're hearing this, if you're hearing this motherfucker, please, I know you guys do like the science.
This has nothing to do with video games. Fuck me. No one's gonna watch
the whole science with the ESPN and compare the two fucking athletes.
Absolutely not.
Please,
absolutely
fucking do it because you know what? Prove this shit.
An American football player
this guy's a
that I don't give a shit about is way more athletic than anyone in the NBA. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He's killing me.
Any American, the worst.
This has nothing to do with video games.
The worst American, the bottom rung of the American football of the NFL is better than the best. All right, no, I'm not gonna go that far. Better than
Don't do that.
the top 1/3 of basketball players. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Because
welcome to Mutant Metal Maniacs.
Because
Sports Edition.
Sports Edition. Apparently.
Because this is
no one gives a shit.
This is not.
I'm gonna lose so many subscribers.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Listen, we talked about Blood for Blood at least in the beginning, so hopefully.
But I mean, like
Listen, you could be into metal.
I just don't see it.
You could be into video games, and you could be into sports. And
yeah.
These are usually the conversations. At least they're not fucking political conversations. They can go a lot worse.
Oh, that would be.
Yeah, but
I mean, it's similar. I would say that it's fairly similar. I would say that like an NFL guy as opposed to like a basketball guy. I think there's some guys that will say like I know that there's some guys that will say that NBA guys are better than NFL guys. Mm. I just don't agree. I think that
listen, no, all right. The point I made before, the way we
segued
into this was this. I kind of mixed it up. It's more like because there was an old argument saying what kind of athlete can transition to the other sport better.
That'll never work.
Listen. They say like averages say like, and I think they did like the study and shit like that basketball players can go into any other sport respectively.
No, I don't believe.
Yeah, and have a better time. Yeah,
I would have to see the study, but I don't believe that because
they did the study. Look it up.
I don't find what they do impressive. I don't find
a matter of impressive is all opinion.
Well, that's true, but
them impressing you has nothing to do with fact.
No, that's very true. I will concede that. I'll concede that. But in terms of athleticism, I think that you have to have everything.
But if they did the science already and they did the study, and that's what I'm saying. After the podcast,
no, but I would have to see that.
That's what I'm saying. After the podcast is over, after we're done streaming, go online, and I'm telling all our viewers as well. Go online, check the study. They said that basketball players, respectively, can go into each individual other sport and actually do decent.
All right, so
but like a football player would have a really hard
Michael
time.
Jordan?
He tried to go into baseball, and you saw what happened.
And he failed miserably.
Miserably.
Yeah. All right. So then that. give me an argument against that.
I don't, Michael.
Yeah. There you go.
Michael, why'd you have to suck for?
I mean,
listen. You make good underwear and cologne.
I mean that basically
and some sneakers, but why'd you have to suck in baseball? The only sport worse than basketball, but I like basketball.
I mean, Michael Jordan tried and he failed miserably. The one time. That's the one time.
Give me his ERA.
We only have.
Give me his ERA.
ERA. What are you talking about?
That's for fucking. I don't know baseball.
Pictures, you dick.
I don't know baseball.
What the fuck, man? For fuck's sake.
I don't know baseball at all. I can't stand baseball.
All right. The one example that we have, unless there was more, of a basketball player trying to get into a different sport, he failed fucking abysmally.
Well, okay, we understand.
But a study.
I want you to look at the study.
If the study says, like in general, because that's only one case.
They're probably taking.
We're talking about the average basketball player.
Yeah, we're probably talking about like your body type.
No. I will not argue that at all. If it's like a study, that looked into it. When you're talking about Michael Jordan, that's only one case. But if you're talking about more than one case, then okay, I understand.
There's another. I know there's another one.
But
I have to look this up real quick.
It's getting me. Like I said, I think that fighters, wrestlers, and
football players
are the three best athletes on the planet. I don't think that you can get better than that. Basketball players, I don't find them impressive. I don't really care. The only guy that I find impressive is Shumpert, and that's because his flat top was amazing.
You're such a dick. I'm so surprised he knows this.
That's my favorite basketball player. And that's it. That's it. And no one who's into gaming is going to watch this fucking podcast.
All right, listen.
Whatever.
All right.
Honestly, I don't give a shit. Listen. I love you guys. There's like 38 of you. I love you, but I gotta talk about whatever, man. It doesn't matter to me.
we're switching gears and going into Mutant Metal Mania.
All right.
We said we were gonna. All right, so this is our idea right now. So might as well share with the fans. We are gonna go. Abe's going to have a branch of his Mutant Metal Maniacs podcast, branch off into a sports edition. So we might have to switch this stream and podcast over to that one because you guys probably didn't know that Abe has
if you've gotten up to this, we're on 58 minutes.
58 minutes.
If you
got not a single video game was said.
Not a single video game was mentioned.
No,
but we did talk about hardcore.
We did.
And even you know what's funny is that I named the channel Mutant Metal Maniacs. Mm-hmm. And but all I talk about is hardcore.
That's fun. I thought about that. That's funny because I think I like 2 weeks ago I thought of that. I was like,
that's all I talk about is hardcore mostly.
I mean, the only one metal like semi-metal kind of was like the Hatebreed one because like later on they got more metal. But
no, I would argue that Hatebreed has been metal since like after Under the Knife.
That's what I'm saying. After Under the Knife.
And even even Kniffy, and even after, and even Under the Knife, you can argue was metal. You can argue that.
I don't know, dude. The tempo was really fast, man.
Bro.
Here we go. Bro, play it right now.
Bro.
Mutant Metal Maniacs.
Bro.
This is Mutant. This is Mutant. This is Mutant Metal Maniacs right now,
dude.
Mutant Metal Maniacs. This is not the Power Level podcast.
The Knife, like, hold on.
You know what? You know what's funny? Speaking of that, I was listening to I'm just gonna do the macho. I was listening to Hatebreed, right? When I was at the gym. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Hold on.
Dude, hold on.
I'm gonna pull it up real quick.
I hate you. Dude.
I literally have.
Dude, hold on. Dude, this is metal.
Yes, I haven't heard this so long. This is the original, right? Did you hear? You know that in Brutality they did it over?
Who?
They did it over.
Yeah, Perseverance.
Was it Perseverance or Rise of the Brutality?
No, Perseverance. This is metal, dude. Like. It's
true. They got the whole double bass thing going on there.
No, you can argue that it's metal.
That's just one song though.
No.
I don't know. I won't argue. Come on, man. I'm not gonna argue. All right.
Hold on.
You're giving me another. I want Under the Knife, but not anything else.
Hold on. Come on, man. That's fucking metal, dude.
Like Clash.
Yeah.
Mind you, I haven't heard shit like this in years. I stick to my hip hop and everything like that now.
I'm trying to help you, but you spit in my face. And now you're on your own. Oh, dude. Oh, God. It's so good.
All right, so we gotten
way off track. Way off track.
I don't think we can get back on track.
I don't think anybody's gonna watch this. I'll be honest. I think you're all gonna tell me to go fuck myself. Fuck it.
All right, I don't know about that. It's St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day, guys. Salud.
I am fucked up right now.
He is fucked up. I'm getting a little tipsy too.
I'm going to take a whiz.
This is I guess. Entertain them. Damn. All right. So I'm gonna tell you guys a tale about Abe. All right. Let me see. Which many tales can I say? Oh, okay. I'll say this one.
Don't tell anything embarrassing.
I'm definitely gonna do it. Bye, Abe.
I hate you.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you guys a little story about how when me and Abe used to go to Connecticut, right? We mentioned the band, right? We mentioned the band that we used to play with, so we used to go over there to Connecticut a lot of house parties and things like that and such. And Mr. Von Dumenstein there, he was a regular. I brought him around. I think like every other weekend with me over there to Connecticut. And we stayed there the weekend. We even had jobs over there. We used to work at a haunted house right? So we went to this big house party. The whole house was just, everyone was there. Everyone was into like hardcore, like the beatdown scene and shit like that. And here's Abe, right? So now I must say, I have to say this because he's not here right now. It's awesome. All right, so he was like, thought he was like suavemente over here, right? He's like, hey, right? So he had a lot to drink, and he started hitting on this guy's girlfriend right in front of him. And so when I noticed this, I fucking said, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" Right? And so I didn't think he heard me because he was, he's drunk and he's hitting on this chick. And then I turn around, and like that probably like was the worst mistake.
Listen,
shut up! I'm telling that story. No, I'm telling that story, and that was probably the worst mistake. So I heard footsteps when I was turned around. Wait, yes, I'm telling that story. Yes, I am. And,
motherfucker.
Well, the viewers can get a little insight to you. So I turn around, and all of a sudden I hear footsteps, and it's like, I swear to God, you would think it was like an NFL linebacker coming after the quarterback. So I turn around.
I'm the new Rudy.
Listen, I turn around. And all of a sudden, Abe fucking tackles the shit out of me. It was like, "What do you want, bitch?" And like, he gets me pinned on the ground. I'm like, "What do you want, bitch? What do you want?"
Best thing ever.
Yo, he was so fucking done.
Yeah, we were done.
No, you were done.
No,
I wasn't fucking drunk yet.
You were done. No, bullshit. We had Bacardi 151 with a 6-pack of shitty fucking orange drink. And we were fucking pouring 151 into the orange drink and fucking pretending like we were cool.
Sunkissed, maybe?
No, it wasn't Sunkissed. It was some cheap bullshit 6-pack of fucking.
We were broke, nigga. We were broke.
Soda. No, fuck you. This is bullshit.
Listen, I had to tell that story. That's probably one of the greatest stories ever. I just remember how
not 1 second of this podcast has been fucking gaming. And I'm so sorry. He's a piece of shit.
I'm a piece of shit. You started this by drinking. We could have stayed on track. Look, you're just fucking dribbling all over yourself. What is happening? This podcast fell apart. This podcast fell apart. I'm so sorry, guys. We usually
It's a fucking disaster.
All right. Okay.
I'll be back.
Okay. St. Patrick's Day podcast. Just, all right. Let me give you guys a rundown what we were supposed to talk about today, which we didn't. All right. We have usually a layout, what we like to do. Just didn't exactly work this time. So I'm gonna tell you right now what we had in store for you guys. I'm telling
something cool.
Yeah,
they saw your face and they knew that it was gonna be. Wow.
You're a fucking idiot. we have a layout, guys, of what we like to do, and we usually follow this format. Absolutely,
yeah, but this is live, so
yeah, absolutely didn't work. It's St. Patrick's Day.
It's fine.
Me and him haven't seen each other like 2 weeks, so we figured we'd have a drink.
It's been a couple of weeks because he fucking disappeared, motherfucker.
Real life happens. And so we were gonna talk about. We're gonna get to this next time. We promise.
No. Fuck it. All right. What do we get? All right.
Listen. Next time, look. I'm gonna mention
when we
it now.
finished last time, we were on our JRPGs.
And so what we're gonna do is
we are loud as a motherfucker. Hold on. Motherfucker.
So now we're going to revisit not JRPGs so much, but we're gonna talk about like the character archetypes, like. Tanks, casters.
He's trying to pretend like this is a real podcast.
I'm just giving you guys a layout of what we're going to talk about next time. Obviously, we're not going to get to it.
Let's get into it now.
Dude, it's like a past an hour unless we cut the stream off now. If we cut the stream off now and begin a new stream, maybe.
All right. We're going to do a new stream. This is fucking sports and bullshit.
All right, this is Mutant Metal Maniacs Sports Edition. Check it out. It's gonna be a new tab under Mutant Metal Maniacs. We're gonna make it.
Stop trying to make it technical, bro.
Shut the fuck up. This is what we're doing.
Bullshit.
This is what we're doing.
All right.
This is what we're doing.
All right.
See you guys.